Hello, I'm back. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm sorry I'm a little late.
I'd like to go to the beach and maybe get a coffee after or something.
Let me plug this shit in. Oh no, what happened to the other bud? I am just a mess. Alright. Babies. Okay. So, the plan today... Let me type on my Discord. 1 second. The plan is we're going to have some fun. We're going to drink some Sam Adams Oktoberfest, if it'll focus. And then we are going to play some games. Let's see. There's like this driving game I want to play on BlueStacks. And then I want to play Among Us as well. So that's going to be fun. But as we wait for people to come in, we are going to watch a couple of trailers because the Avatar trailer, the full Avatar trailer just came out. So we're gonna watch that. And then also the teaser trailer for season 2 of House of the Dragons. So give me 1 second. Updating my Discord feed. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm a little late. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm late. Okay, here we go, baby. Let's see. How do I make this smaller? Okay, I'm kind of covering it. So I'll temporarily make myself smaller because I want you guys to see. I'll wait for a few people to come in first. Maybe I can like find let's see.
Welcome back. Well, days after a truce with...
Okay, no, we're not gonna do that. We are gonna do this for a second while I look for something.
Multiple attacks on the Red Sea
there it
with
is.
the major escalation in the Middle East. Multiple attacks on the Red Sea with ballistic missiles hitting commercial ships and a U.S. warship shooting down several drones.
I also need to
Our
get a
chief global
little
affairs
bit
anchor,
more
Martha Raddatz, is tracking the latest from Washington. Good
drunk
morning, Martha.
to actually qualify
Good morning,
as
Robin.
a
This
drunk.
morning, U.S. warships in the Red Sea
Drunk
are on
thing.
high alert after this serious and significant escalation. We're talking about ballistic missiles hitting 3 commercial vessels in a busy shipping lane, with a U.S. warship trying to fend off more possible attacks and render aid.
Okay.
The attacks lasted more than 7 hours. It began Sunday at 9:15 a.m. A ballistic missile fired from Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen, landing in the waters near the cargo ship Unity Explorer. At 12 p.m., the USS Carney on patrol in the Red Sea when a drone launched from Yemen heads toward the Carney. The Navy crew shoots it down. At 12:35, the Unity Explorer under fire again. This time, the missile strikes the ship, while another drone is shot down as it heads towards the Carney. At 3:30 p.m., the cargo ship number 9 struck by a ballistic missile. 1 hour later, ballistic missile number 4 hits the cargo vessel Sophie. Again, the Carney racing to this cargo vessel to render aid as yet another drone is launched in the Carney's direction and shot down.
The important point here is that the Houthis are playing with fire by launching missiles over U.S. ships.
There were thankfully no injuries and largely minor damage to those cargo ships, but the Pentagon making clear that while the attacks were launched by the Houthis in Yemen, they were fully enabled by Iran. George?
Okay, Martha, thanks. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And
Okay. Let's watch. Oh my god, I really hope this trailer is good. I'd be so sad if it's not.
Balance is what we believe in.
The Earth Kingdom.
The Fire Nation does not. Aang, I know you're just a kid still. But you were born with a great purpose. What's to come is destruction and loss.
Appa.
You will have to stay united and strong to endure it. So there's only one way to keep the balance straight. Always remember who you are. The Last Airbender.
February 22nd. Oh my god, I'm excited. I am fucking excited. Okay. The special effects look kind of good. Not gonna lie, but they were short. They were very short. So, we'll have to see like the extended when you actually see that come out. Wait, hold up. Wait, what? Okay, we have to watch this. Idris Elba is in a Star. Okay, we gotta watch this.
Is over, but evil in the galaxy always finds the time to return.
The Empire is back, and they are preparing for something worse. The war is coming.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear. The Empire? They're everywhere.
This new world.
Is this a fan edit?
Needs a new Jedi.
The dark side will be reborn.
Yo, this shit is a fan edit. It has to be. Yeah, it's a fan edit. I was like, that Idris Elba, it doesn't check. Okay, we're gonna do this one. I'm trying to drink more alcohol so I'm actually feeling it before I start playing the games.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death.
The war will be fought. Many will die. And the victor will eventually ascend the throne.
There is no war so hateful to the gods. There's a war between kin. And no war so bloody as a war between dragons.
Is that Vagar? Shit. Dude, if that's Vagar, he's fucking huge. Isn't he like the largest of all dragons? Hi, Shark. What's up? I'm back. That looked good. I do miss, what's her name? Is her name Millie? The young, Ramirez. I really liked her. But it doesn't look like season 2 is going to have like flashbacks from that teaser, which the fans were kind of hoping for. But let's look at this Easter egg shit, because I don't have time for Easter egg analysis. So.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys.
In season 2 trailer, there's a
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. It's
are you
House
joking?
Of the Dragon Day. They dropped a brand new House of the Dragon season 2 trailer. There's a bunch of Easter eggs here, a bunch of chaos. It's not the entire season, but it is a lot of the season. Most of the
All right, I was like 11 minutes late.
Footage seems like it's only up to like the halfway point through the season, so we'll break it all down. If you're brand new to the channel, of course I'll be doing episode videos for everything, just like I did for season 1 for the main show, so be sure to subscribe to get everything. But obviously the important stuff first.
Who is he beheading? I wonder. Had white hair.
Because they're dropping the season during summer next year, 2024. That probably means somewhere in June or July. Just starting at the beginning of the trailer footage, working our way through shot by shot, talking about Easter eggs, WTF moments, and there are many, many WTF moments. Some of them are a little bit easier to identify than others. They start with Otto Hightower's voiceover talking about the errors, quote-unquote, in the hours following King Viserys' death with Rhaenyra on Dragonstone, looking out over the bay. She's looking out over Storm's End and House Baratheon like the actual keep because she's thinking about her son's death at the hands of...
Luke died. That broke my heart at the end of season 1.
Aemond and Vhagar. R.I.P. Lucerys. That's why she looks so haggard, because this seems like it's happening right after the moments of the ending of season 1, episode 10. I think they did say that season 2 would begin moments after that. In Otto Hightower's voiceover is obviously just talking about what they did during the events of episode 9, when right after King Viserys' death, they moved to lock all the blacks that were there in their rooms so that they couldn't do anything while they crowned Aegon II. It sounds like he's inside a hall talking to someone. Maybe he's talking to the blacks. Maybe he's talking to Rhaenyra. Why else would he be apologizing to someone in a hall that way about them taking the Iron Throne from out under her feet? Then we actually see Aegon ascending to the Iron Throne wearing Aegon the Conqueror's crown. I think the men walking behind him in the green robes are just part of the Hightower's regular army. The people right behind him would be his Kingsguard. They've obviously changed the Kingsguard a little bit since he took the Iron Throne. Basically all meant to be people that support him, support the Greens. And remember, all the other lords and ladies, all the other parts of court here that are bowing to him as he takes the Iron Throne are people that they forged.
Are liars. Are fucking liars who pledged their fealty to Rhaenyra's. Huh? I'm drinking Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Favorite. My ring game. Oh, I bought a new ring in Philly. It's a black snake. It's a black snake. And I'm excited because Taylor Swift's Reputation is coming out in January. And if you're a Taylor Swift fan, you know that the whole theme is like snake themed and like very dark, like black colors. So I was very happy when I found this ring in my size. No.
To the Greens, otherwise they would have killed them.
No,
then we see Daemon put on his trademark dragon armor heading into battle. Because of all the greenery, this could be in the Riverlands, it could be at Harrenhal, it could be somewhere else. It doesn't look like dragons though, just because there's too much greenery outside the windows. Then we get the voiceover from Alicent talking to her father, Otto Hightower, saying the war will be fought, with a picture of the Black's army preparing for battle here with all their tents. We see the Green Army. I'm not sure where they are in this moment exactly. This might be them marching on Duskendale. This might be before the sack of Duskendale. Things don't seem super crazy yet. Like, it seems pretty chill. Because of the muddy terrain here, I think this is Duskendale that they're about to sack. This beach here might be on Dragonstone. This might be...
I feel like Alicent kind of in that shot. Hold up.
I think this is Duskendale that they're about to sack. This beach...
Doesn't she look kind of like sick? Like, is she sick in this scene? I don't know. Maybe she gets sick. But I doubt they'll kill her off because she's like the main baddie.
Each here might be on Dragonstone. This might be them assembling the dragon seeds. This is probably Kristen Cole beheading Lord Duskendale after the successful sack of Duskendale.
Oh no, what happened, Shark? Tell me the tea. I had a great weekend.
He was a supporter of Rhaenyra and the Blacks, and also zooming in.
It was
Notice
Dale.
that he's wearing the chain of the Hand of the King, meaning that he's replaced Otto Hightower as Aegon's Hand of the King. A lot of the big battles that'll happen.
He becomes the Hand. Bro.
During season 2 actually come after he's replaced Otto Hightower as Hand of the King. One of the reasons for that is because Aegon actually grew impatient, thinking that Otto Hightower was making the wrong call, trying to bargain with Rhaenyra and find a less bloody resolution to their civil war. If you can believe it, Otto Hightower, of all people who was in favor of them usurping the Iron Throne from Rhaenyra, actually initially at the beginning of the season wanted to find a less bloody resolution to this problem. Kristen Cole and Aegon, however, had a much, much different idea about how to take care of it. They wanted all-out war. That's why Kristen Cole just seems so out for blood during all the parts of this trailer. So
I mean, he's always been out for blood ever since he thought he was betrayed by Rhaenyra.
Aegon basically fires Otto Hightower, replaces him with Kristen Cole, who advocates for the sack of Duskendale, then the battle at Rook's Rest, which is where all the big battle scenes come from during this trailer. We see.
Can you give just total overview? I hope you're okay though, Shark.
Aegon sitting on the Iron Throne with Aegon the Conqueror's crown, and then Rhaenyra with her father Viserys' crown. This looks like potentially one of the dragon seeds. The white dragon would be Sea Smoke. This might be happening on Driftmark, which is where Sea Smoke has been resting since Laenor Velaryon disappeared. Most people thought that he died. That was part of the whole ruse. But one of the big things during season 2 is that they're searching for the dragon seeds so that they can actually activate their unused dragons that all the Blacks that Daemon and Rhaenyra control, Sea Smoke being one of them. This looks like the Green Army at the Battle of Rook's Rest, about to begin the battle. The actual battle is meant to take place around episode 4, like the middle of the season, basically. It'll be like their big WTF moment to cut the season in half. Then we get the voiceover from Princess Rhaenys, who's talking to Rhaenyra, talking about the Dance of the Dragons, basically. There's no war, this is hateful to the gods, as one within the family, essentially. While they're in the map table room at Dragonstone, looking out over their battle plans, we briefly see Corlys Velaryon. He only appears once in the trailer here, as far as I know. Not totally sure who Daemon is attacking here, who he's hacking away at. Then we get the shot of Aemond in the dark, in the Iron Throne room, staring at the empty Iron Throne. The whole thing about that, normally you would think, oh wait, is he trying to usurp the Iron Throne from his brother Aegon? The only thing about that is that you have to remember that Aemond, even though it seems like he covets his sister Helaena, actually has this very Ned Stark-like adherence to duty and honor. So even if he thinks that he would be better on the Iron Throne, he's not going to try and usurp his brother. He's still going to support the natural order as the Greens see it, which would be Aegon being the rightful heir, is the way that they see it. Maybe we'll see some conflict within him during the events of season 2, season 3. Like, the whole idea is that he feel like he'd be a better king than Aegon, but he's not going to try and take the Iron Throne from his brother. Remember, though, during the events of season 1, when Aegon was like, I don't want it, like he pulled a Jon Snow on Aemond when Aemond was trying to drag him, kicking and screaming, to his coronation. He basically told Aemond, you take it, you take the Iron Throne. Notice they've placed the green banners behind it, too. This is meant to be the Greens banner for House Targaryen with the gold sigil on it. Then we get our first shot of the North in a long, long time. So this is probably on their way to House Stark. It could be on their way to the Wall. This might be the Starkmen. It could be the Night's Watch.
What?
We will see House Stark. We will see Winterfell. We'll see Cregan Stark. There's like a whole bloody civil war that House Stark fought internally with itself during the big time jump during the events of season 1 that we'll get into during season 2 at some point. That's like a whole other video that I could do. I actually did a video on Cregan Stark talking a little bit about that, so I'll post links for it in the description below. But essentially, Cregan Stark, House Stark become big supporters of Rhaenyra because he went through pretty much the same thing that just happened to Rhaenyra, or is in the middle of happening to Rhaenyra right now, with someone trying to take her throne from her. Another person within House Stark tried to take House Stark from Cregan Stark, who was the rightful heir. This looks like Alicent in what might be the Riverlands. There's a lot of chaos in the Riverlands during season 2. Then we see Rhaenyra with Syrax on the beach, maybe...
This is so awesome!
Dragonstone, maybe Driftmark, with whoever seems like they wind up riding Sea Smoke. This might be one of the Whole brothers. They cast Adam Hull from the books
Cecil.
and Alan Hull, who are going to be Dragon
That's a
Seeds
cool
during
name.
season 2. And neither one of them will be like a secret version of Laner who's coming back pretending to be one of the Hull brothers. This is just a wide shot
Wait,
from
is
the
Laner
outside of
coming
King's
back?
Landing, showing you the dragon pit with the red keep. Obviously the dragon pit in center of frame because of all the dragons. A big part of Rhaenys' warning to Rhaenyra is about this civil war between the family with the dragons. Like, nothing is...
So, with Rhaenys, I don't know how I feel about her, because she could have totally avoided this entire season if when she broke out from underneath that thing and, like, fucking just fired them, like, all, like, with her dragon. But she didn't. She chose not to. Why? I don't know. I feel like she's kind of
bad as this giant war we're going to fight in all
double
the dragons
double.
of the chaos it's going to cause. This is actually Helena in her morning gown. That's why she's got the fabric over her face. I don't want to get too deep into this because this
I
is
was like,
after-
why does she have veins on her face? I was so confused. How's your weekend, TM?
the events of Blood and Cheese. If you've read the books, you know what Blood and Cheese are. You know how crazy it's going to be. There are a couple
I have not read Blood and Cheese. Can you please explain?
Blood and Cheese moments here later in the trailer. That's basically going to be episode 1. Like, they will start the season with Blood and Cheese. When they dropped the official posters for season 2, basically said blood for blood, an eye for an eye, a son for a son. This is the procession with the cart
Son
with
for
their
a son,
bodies
baby.
being led through the streets of King's Landing while they're all in mourning. All these
agree
shots of
with
them fighting in
that.
the woods, running through the woods on horseback, seem like they're from the battle at Rook's Rest. I think the person on horseback here might be Kristen Cole. The fire burning the greens siege weapon here would belong to Princess Rhaenys and her dragon Merax,
See?
who was
This
the
is
only
what I-
dragon belonging to the Blacks fighting at Rook's Rest against Aegon, who was
That's what I mean. She could have avoided this entire thing if she had just, like, what do you call it? Incinerated them all. My weekend was fun.
who was the only dragon
Just got
belonging
back.
to the Blacks fighting at Rook's
Excited,
Rest
I
against
missed you
Aegon,
guys.
who was on Sunfire, and Aemon on Vhagar, who we see later in the trailer. So it's basically like 2 dragons against 1 during this battle. But part of the idea is that Princess Rhaenys was way more experienced on Dragonback, a way better fighter than both Aemon and Aegon. Then Princess Rhaenys reminding Rhaenyra, no war as bloody as a war between dragons, meaning that we're going to see actual dragons fighting during season 2. A lot of people have been waiting
hope
for that.
so.
Like one of the promises of House of the Dragon, a bunch of dragons fighting each other in the air. It's going to be crazy. Not exactly sure what's going on here, but this is Princess Bela on her dragon Moondancer screaming. Also not totally sure what the chaos in King's Landing is going on
Yeah.
here. This might be either the sack of King's Landing, or they might think that King's Landing is in danger of being sacked, and that's why Alicent is running around in chaos. The actual sack of King's Landing seems more like a season 3 kind of moment for House of the Dragon. Daemon seems like he's inside a cave, so this might be inside the Dragonmont on Dragonstone. Then as some of you probably guessed, this is Blood and Cheese in episode 1 grabbing Helena Targaryen. Like I said, if you know, you know. Please don't post spoilers for Blood and Cheese in the comments below. It is going to be crazy. This is more of Kristen Cole at the battle at Rook's Rest. This looks like the battle of the Cargill brothers. They might be at King's Landing here. Not exactly sure which room they're in when this is happening. Part of the idea is that the Cargill twins are on opposite sides of the Dance of the Dragons. They wind up battling each other. It leans very heavily into the metaphor of family against family, with the Targaryens, the Greens, and the Blacks going at each other. There are a couple shots aimed on Vhagar, then immediately to Rhaenyra on Syrax. But here's the thing, that's not actually happening in the same moment. Like, they're not fighting each other on Dragonback, because, at least in the books, Rhaenyra never actually fights any of the other dragons when she's on Syrax. Maybe they've changed that for the TV show a little bit. It would be a big change from the books, but in the books, it was one of the big reasons why some of the small folk did not support Rhaenyra, because she didn't actually do any fighting on Syrax.
Oh, interesting. I
A
didn't
lot
know
of people felt like
that.
she was forcing everyone else to fight her battles for her. She didn't actually fight in any of the battles herself.
didn't
Aemon,
know that.
however, fought a ton of battles on Vhagar. He loved that, which we see with him on Vhagar at the battle at Rook's Rest. Then we get the logo and a bunch of fire. So obviously there's a ton of crazy stuff going on in the trailer here. But like I said, it seems like most of this footage is from like the first half of the season. Maybe like a little bit from the second half of the season, but mostly the first half. It's just meant to be the teaser trailer. If there's any Easter eggs or references that you spotted in the trailer that I didn't talk about in the video, just write them below in the comments, or any big questions you have about stuff that happens in the trailer. I will do more bonus videos as we get more footage and learn more about the actual season. Because it's Brazil Comic-Con CCXP, there are a bunch of other trailer videos that are dropping this weekend, so I'll do videos for them as fast as possible, like The Boys Season 4. Click here for all my other House of the Dragon Season 2 previews and teasers, and click here for that Game of Thrones Night of the Seven Kingdoms teaser trailer that they dropped. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's try to play this card game that I tried to play earlier. Okay. Okay, while you guys wait, I want some music, baby. Figure out the best spot for you guys. I'm gonna have to turn off ads, guys. I also, after this, always, I guess, we can play Among Us, which is gonna be hard because we're doing it for the first time while I'm getting drunk. So what I understand from Among Us is okay, let me take this off the screen. From Among Us is that there's tasks that we have to complete, and you're either on one team or the other. You're on the imposters, or you're the actual crew, and you need to complete the tasks and identify the imposters and vote them out or something. And if you're the imposters, you need to kill the people before they can complete all the tasks. I think that is the goal. Am I explaining it right, TM? I don't know. Can you like jump on? Like, is that a possibility? I'm using an emulator right now. I'm using Now GG. So, I don't know if you can like join me. That would be fun, right? I can like feel myself flush, because you know the whole Asian flush thing. But good thing I'm wearing makeup. Yeah. Is there anything else I need to know though? Because like the first time through I feel like I'm going to die pretty fast. But from what I understand is if you die and you're a crew member, you still gotta finish the tasks. You still have to help your crew members finish the task, but you can't participate in voting someone off. Is that accurate? Or is that not accurate? Okay, first to the finish, baby. Okay. Shit! Oh my god, this is so hard when you're like been drinking. And like the sensitivity is like, what the fuck? Where is my fast booster? I'm trying to like do it and it won't let me. Swipe up. Exactly. I know exactly how to do that. Bye. So as a ghost, what do? You're just helping the space, like the ship, not like keel over. But can you like be on calls? Like when they call an emergency meeting, can you like, are you muted still? Oh shit, I'm playing. Okay. Oh my god. I feel like I'm in Gotham. Okay. Okay. Remove my camera. So the ghosts can talk to each other, but they can't talk to the other teammates who are alive. Wait, so how do you defend yourself from being killed by an imposter? Like, oh shit. Can we go back? How do I go back? I don't want to go back. So the ghosts can talk to each other, but not... But how do you protect yourself? I don't know how do you protect yourself. Like, if you're right next to a imposter and they want to kill you, do you just, like, run? By bribing them? How? How do you bribe them? What? The fuck is Marcus King? Okay, baby, let's go, let's go, let's go. Slayer. Car select. Well, I have one car. Dylan. Plead your case with whom? I'm so confused. Whatever, I'm just gonna figure it out. It's gonna be a fucking disaster. Okay. But if you're dead... Okay, go. Buffering sucks. Shit. It's like I can't see very far ahead of me. Ah. Easy, baby. Okay. What does that mean, though? I don't know what that means. Does that make me faster? Can I go faster? Okay, we're going home. Okay. I feel like once I figure out Among Us, I love your enthusiasm, TM. I feel like once I figure it out, I can like actually play with people, but I can't. I'm gonna play with randos right now because I can't, especially if I'm doing this like inebriated. I didn't have much for dinner, but it was good dinner. Tap on the motor segment to slot it. How much money do I have? I had sushi and takoyaki, I think. What did everyone have for dinner? Or wherever you are. Could be like the AM for you. Okay. I literally have one car. Stop asking me to pick a car. Beat the clock? No. We don't like this. We don't like the clock. We don't like this. Swipe down to go on a drift. Steer to the left while taking this bend. Okay. I drifted too much. No, go away. No. Straighten out. I'm trying to straighten out, bro. Okay, I don't want to trip right though. I'm taking a lot of damage. I don't understand. I'm trying to straighten out. Stop. Is drifting optional? Because I don't want to drift. Okay. Go. Where do I go? Okay. Fuck. What the shit? I'm trying to straighten out, man. Fuck. I can't. I'm so bad at this. No, I'm not trying for free again. I give up. We are going to do Among Us. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. All right. Ads. Oh no. I understand. Should I make myself smaller? How do I move? Why does it tell me to do that? I don't want to do that. Okay. Maybe if I move it to the left a bit. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to sign in. Okay, but like how? Okay. No, we're not doing that. Why is it asking me to do so much? I don't understand. Not now. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. Let's see. Am I supposed to be reading this? Okay, I'm just not gonna read that. I hope that doesn't. Let's look at my settings. What's the difference between joystick and touch? What's the difference? Why is the music so scary? The music is so scary. What the fuck? Can we put happier music on? Let me put some happier. This is ruining my buzz. The fuck? Okay. Music is too scary. We need happy music. Okay. Where's the graphics? Screen shake? Okay. Let's just play. Okay, which one am I supposed to do, TM? Am I supposed to do local or online? Let's do how to play. Because this is the first time. Hide and seek. The stakes are high in this heart-stopping game mode. But wait, it's not your ordinary hide and seek. Crewmates. Okay, hold up. Okay. It's kind of loud, baby. Okay. Complete tasks to speed up the clock. Avoid the imposter and stay alive until the timer runs out. If you're the imposter, find the crewmates and go on a killing spree. Master your hiding and sneaking skills in order to survive. What does that mean? Does one equal hide? In this mode, you can use vents and get high-tech danger meter that alerts you when the imposter is getting closer. The imposter has a limited range of vision, so use your wits, vents, and visors to dodge them. Oh, I didn't know that. Is there only one imposter? How many imposters? Imposters can't vent in this mode. Okay, so you need to act fast to catch your prey. It's dark out there. Luckily, you have a flashlight to help you find your next victims. Use a flashlight virtual joystick on the right side of your screen to direct your beam and kill all the crewmates you find. It's a final countdown. In the last moments of the game, the imposter gets a power boost. They're faster, get a special seek map, and a directional ping to where any surviving crewmates are. Think fast and run away strategically to win. Okay, now what? There can be up to 3 imposters. Okay, let's look at the roles. Roles add a whole new level of deception and strategy to the game. Wait, we don't want roles. Do we want roles? Both crewmates and imposters can have roles assigned to them, randomly depending on the game settings but chosen by the host. Crewmates role, scientist. The scientist can access a portable vitals panel anywhere to check on the status of the crew. Okay. Engineer. You can't stay in there forever though, and it's pretty suspicious, so be careful of who you vent around. Huh? Crewmate role. Guardian Angel. The Guardian Angel is the ghost of a crewmate. Oh, they can temporarily shield and protect other living crewmates. Ooh, we want Guardian Angels. Imposter role. Shapeshifter. The shapeshifter can change their appearances and disguise themselves as other crewmates. Do it well or to frame other crewmates and create confusion over who the real imposter is. Wait, so when you play a game, is it randomly selected how many imposters you get, or like does the host get to choose like, oh, there's only one imposter among us? Play around with the settings you like best to make your ultimate lobby. Okay, it sounds like the host can. Or join one and see what chaos you can cause there. We may add new rules to the game, so check back here. Okay. Host decides. So what's the classic mode versus the hide and seek mode? Like what? My hands feel hot. What's the hide and seek mode? TM. I don't want to click anything yet because I don't want to. Hide and seek sounds fun, but I don't want to play it if it's hard. Okay, you forgot. Maybe I should just Google hide and seek mode versus classic Among Us. Hide and seek. Okay, but that doesn't tell us why. Hide and seek is a game mode in Among Us, released like last year, like a year ago. The imposter, also known as the seeker, has to kill crewmates who are hiding throughout the map. Living players have limited vision and can only see what's ahead of their character. The imposter is visually distinguished from the crewmates. Oh, okay. Having a permanently open mouth with sharp teeth and a wiggling tongue, the crewmates have 3 minutes to survive. After there is 1 minute left, the final hide begins. The crewmate locations can be hinted to the imposter during this last minute. The imposter gains a speed boost and tasks are disabled for the rest of the game. The timer bar is also turned red. All crewmates can use the vent ability to hide from the imposter, but can only vent for a limited number of times per game, and venting has a drastically reduced duration. Huh? The task bar is replaced by a timer bar, though tasks are still available and completing them will reduce the time. The imposter wins if all crewmates are killed, otherwise the crewmates win. Okay, let's just do classic. Among Us is a game of teamwork and betrayal. Players are either crewmates or imposters. Okay. Player with with 4 to 15 players online or via local Wi-Fi. I'm using a mouse, so maybe I should use touch instead of joystick because I'm not. Let's see. Hold the fuck up. Movement. Yeah, but I feel like I'm confused. Hold on. Movement. Okay. Move down is S. Yeah, move left, right. Okay. Space. What does action mean? Tab is the map. Okay. E is report. Q is kill. Send chat is enter. Chat is C. Tasks is T. Lobby chat. Send chat enter. So I need T tab. Tab is map. T is tasks. Okay. Hold up. If you already have an amongst account, you can maybe firstly determine who you want to play with. If you want to play with friends online, set to private and share the room code. If you want to play with others from all public, let's play with more tasks. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Objective, fill group taskbar or discover imposter. Okay, complete tasks to fill gauge. React to imposter's sabotage. Call emergency meeting when imposter found. Report dead bodies. How do I do that? What's the report? Report is E. Okay. Check admin map and security 4. How do I check security? It doesn't say. Map is tab, but it doesn't say where the security is. I feel like that'd be useful. Kill off, if you're the imposter, kill off the crew. Blend in with the crew, sneak through vents, pretend to run tasks. Sabotage the ship and confuse the crew. Close doors and trap victims. Kill off the crew between cooldowns. Ooh, there's cooldowns? While playing in person, no talking is allowed to keep the game fair between the crew and the imposter. If a player is killed by the imposter, they cannot talk until the game ends. Ghosts still run their assigned tasks, working towards a possible crewmate win. Okay. Am I automatically muted? When someone reports a dead body or calls an emergency meeting, the crew gathers to discuss what they know about the imposter. Players can now talk openly about who they think the imposter is and what information they have. When playing in person, ghosts cannot talk as they already know who the imposter is. Imposter will try to prove their innocence or accuse another crew member. Okay. After discussion, vote for who you think is the imposter. Whoever gets majority votes will be ejected from the ship, so vote wisely. If you don't have enough information and have decided as a crew, you can also skip voting to avoid ejecting someone innocent and gather more info. Okay. Train with practice mode. Set your own tasks as a crew member or practice your own imposter kills. I'll practice when I'm like off screen. Why won't this let me go? Okay. Is there... Okay. Let's play online. How does this work? Hosting a game gives you a game code near to the start. Share the game code or tap private. Okay, the host can ban arcade players when it still have problems. I don't want to play private though. I want to do public game. Your in-game chat settings are set to chat only. You will only be able to use quick chat while playing, and will only play with other only chat. Okay. Which one should I play on? Should I play on Office Com or Happy Shh? Let's see this. Oh shit. Okay, let's find another game. Alright, let's do this. Why is the team so big? Who am I? Oh, am I pink? I'm pink. I think I'm pink. Well, what the fuck happened? Shh. There is one imposter among us. I think your role is a scientist. Access vitals at any time. Kim Feast Olive? What the fuck? Electrical wiring. Okay, how do I get the electrical wiring? Okay. Test Richard. Where? Okay. Okay, there's so many trolls. Okay. Well, there's still, okay. How do I, okay, where am I? I'm trying to get electrical wiring. Who's Juan Loto? Where's the electrical wiring? I don't know where the electrical wiring is. What? How the fuck? Huh. Where do I vote? Is he the imposter? Yeah! I did do nothing. I did nothing in this game. I did nothing. Okay, I'm still trying. I'm still gonna do it. Okay, so there's these tasks, but like, how do you know which room has got what? Like, how do you know? I did not carry my... I was so bad. I literally just, like, looked at the map. Okay. Why am I always the scientist? Fixed wiring, navigation, stabilized steering. Where is steering? Navigation. Okay, we need to go to navigation. Oh, who's that? Hold on. Who's early set? do you fix navigation? Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Who is this hunted dude? Alright, I guess back to wiring. What is Grownsaw doing? An early set. Someone's looking at the cameras. Okay. Why can't I do this? It's kind of hard to get to, but okay. Dead body reported. I have no idea. Huh? When it says building phrase, why can't I say anything? Oh, am I dead? Am I dead? How do you know if you've died? Does it tell you? Well, if I'm dead, I'm still helping the team, so fuck it. Woo! Okay. I think I did all my tasks. What do I do now? Guess I just roam around? Who is that? Let's do some investigating. Let's follow them around. Whoops. Okay. Okay, but who? I don't know. I'm just gonna skip. I didn't see anyone. Oh shit. Okay. I'm just gonna stay here. Is it because I'm dead? How'd they kill me? I guess we finished them all. Oh, I'm not dead. Do I have to be Feast Olive? Shut up. I'm just gonna stay and see what happens. What do these numbers mean? Why can't I send anything? If I'm not dead, why can't I send anything? Huh? It's because there's a... Wait, I thought there was a tie. Shit. so confused. Did I finish this task? Go grab a coffee. Okay, whatever. What? How am I supposed to? What's his face was following me? Ooh! Somebody's following me. What was the dude? Cake Baked was following me. Or was it Canoid part? I don't know. Uh-oh. I think it might have been Canoid, actually. Sus. Sus activity. Let's go to security. Oh shit. Then why is there? It has to be Canoid. Okay, fine. Then let's vote. Let's vote, baby. Fuck! I think it's Canoid. I think it's Canoid. I don't know why I can't speak. Is there a reason why I can't speak, TM? Like, I don't understand why it won't let me type in chat. Oh, shit. Canoid part. No dead bodies found. I think it's Canoid, though. I don't understand. Why isn't it letting me talk? Probably a setting. I think it's Canoid. No! fucking canoid part. It's cake. It's fucking cake. Oh no! Why did we get defeated? Why did we get defeated? He killed everyone, so I was dead? Wait, hold on. I wanna fix that chat thing. There has to be a way. General graphics. Why can't I chat? The fuck? I don't know why I can't chat, so. I'm trying to send something, it's not working. Okay, I'm a crewmate, that's fine. Fine with me. Alright, high canoid part. Why is he shadowing me? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, we all gotta go, we all gotta go, we all gotta go. There's an emergency. Okay, somebody fix that shit. I know it's not me. I don't know, I gotta skip vote. Huh. Okay, maybe it's... Oh, well, I skipped my vote, so... Probably shouldn't have skipped my vote so early. Okay. So self-report? So he's a crewmate. Okay, who got expelled? Because Palestine is not at war, it's Hamas. And Israel does say that they want to get rid of Hamas, not Palestinian state, right? If that's accurate, then shit, fuck. I barely get to do anything. What is in, like, what? What? Who? Yeah, who the fuck? Why, do you think saying Palestine is more accurate? Can we part left? He just called the game. He just called the fucking emergency meeting. Shut the fuck up, Eugene! I'm gonna vote for him because he just is annoying. I don't know why I can't type okay. That's sus. I already voted though. Sign moving? Hold up. I typed something! I figured it out! Hi, Eugene. I figured it out. Oh my god. What is going on? Shape-shifting? Wait, I thought we were doing classic mode. That is so, like, smart, like, ad on the right. I voted already. Who was ejected? Oh no, emergency. Okay, where are we gonna go? We gotta help out. Why is City Fell following me? Okay, City Fell is following me. Interesting. Okay, City Fell is following me. I'm not gonna like do anything. Hold on. I think it's City Fell. Oh wait, but somebody reported a dead. Maybe it's not City Fell then. Who is it? You think it's H? Oh no. Okay, I'll vote for H next. Or it might be sign moving. Okay. Let's go. Let go, baby. Oh, H is following me. H is following me. I just got killed. Did I get killed? Or was it someone else? What just happened? I'm so fucking confused, bro. Alright, waiting room. Alright. Oh man. Okay, I'm figuring out chat. I'm figuring it out. Let's both like chat on the fucking game. Just call the meeting instantly when you have 3 left. Okay. Some settings. There are 2 imposters? Oh no, why would you do that? Why? Can I choose the settings? No. There are 3 emergency meetings. I want to move faster. Whoever set like the previous room was too slow. Okay, so there's 2 imposters? The fuck? What is this, dude? Oh, I want to be pink. No, I want to be purple. But pink stands out more. So we're going to do pink. Oh no, how am I so red? I want pink. I could. I kind of want to be the. Fuck, I don't want to be the scientist. I kind of want to be the imposter. Kitchen break engine room. This is new. This is new. Kitchen. Avert crash course. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, 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 I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh no, I'm stuck. I feel like this would be easier. How do I go up? Okay. Did someone fix it? Okay, cool. Uh-oh. Come on. Okay. I like this map better. Oh no. No, I can't. I gotta focus. Ooh, there's a pool hall? Someone else is gonna fix it. Okay, fine. I will try to get there. How do I get out of here? Do you have to have the key to open this? Shit, we have like 26 seconds left and nobody's fixed the problem. Why is no one fixing the problem? Why did no one fix the problem? Okay, I'm getting out of this room because it's so annoying. No one fixed. Okay, we're finding a different room. Can I be the imposter, please? Oh, I want to be the imposter so bad. Okay. Shit, what the fuck? I barely had a chance. What the fuck, Triangle? Yeah, I'm gonna vote tri-equal because we like literally 2 seconds. What? I would love a tattoo on my shoulder. Or another one on my back. I'm 3'6". 3'6" and 92 pounds? What? It's crazy. It's wild. If somebody follows me, that'd be sus. Okay, bulky flux. I feel like I saw bulky flux. What am I supposed to do? Oh, sus behavior, sus behavior. Okay. Thought he was gonna try to do something. What am I supposed to do here? 1, 2. far away. Okay, bulky flux is being a little sus. Sus. Ah! What the fuck happened? Okay, I'm going to navigation. What's happening? Okay, navigation is off. Okay. Alright. I need to get back to admin. Ah! Oh shit. Was it? Where? Where? Who do you think it is, guys? Who do you guys think it is? I think it's Bulky Flux. Wait, why do they vote for me? I've been helping. I asked chat. Oh, I asked where. Okay. Whoops. No, we're gonna question it. Well, I'm just trying to complete tasks, okay? Oh no, I'm gonna get voted out. I think it's Bulky Plus. Fuck. Okay, I gotta figure this shit out. Go to sleep, Eugene. Shit. No! Okay. I'm just gonna see who it is. Try equal Bulky Flux. I'm pretty sure it's Bulky. What am I doing? I want to see. Oh! Fuck. stay up as late as you can. Let's see. Okay, okay. Yay! I finished my tasks. I think everyone finished their tasks. So. You know what's more fun? Like, it's when like the big streamers, they like have like a group call. They like unmute when they're like voting and chatting and shit. But when they're playing, it's funny. They're muted. I never joined fast enough. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Am I in the lobby right now? Okay, well, I want to join a different room. I don't want a dark room. Yeah. I think my screen is frozen. No. Like, what? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. No, I don't need to do that. Okay. Why do I keep going back to this? I don't understand. Whoops. There we go. There we go. I wanted to be imposter. For once in my life. What the fuck? I barely had a chance to do shit. I'm skipping vote. What the fuck? Okay. Just give everyone a second. Jesus Christ. Oh. Okay. Okay, Someone else fix that, because I'm not. Somebody else fix that. Oh, interesting. Wigsby and Boldleaf. Let's see. I don't want to die. Ah! Oh shit. Did we win? Guess not. Wonder, does everybody have a different, does everybody have different tasks? Oh no. SquarePen is dead. Where? So confused. Was he the imposter? Please tell me he was the imposter. No, he wasn't. I don't think so, at least. Okay, let's go, baby. What? I'm so fucking confused. Did the whole team lose? Who? Oh my god, Eugene, are you talking about football right now? Does that affect me? Because I'm sucking at fantasy football this year. I lost to Tyler this week. Actually. What? That's a lot of pressure. Well, if I'm not gonna make it to playoffs, I will try to help you get to playoffs. Fuck! Are these just arbitrary? I think it's square pen. Not sure though, so I kind of feel bad. So it wasn't. Let's go down. Okay, Fleanorth is like sus. Fleanorth and Gefla. Ah! I'm just trying shit out. I don't have a favorite game yet. Do you have a favorite game that you like to play, Eugene, with your friends? Okay. Like what kind? Security. Like what kind of sports games? Is it hard to play? shit. No. I don't get it. I don't get it. Am I doing it wrong? I don't get it. Okay, skipping this task. It's too hard. I'll leave it for later. Wait, how come I can jump? Am I the bad guy? Oh, the comms are sabotaged. Why was I eating pizza? Who sabotaged comms? What? Okay. Oh no, I'm trapped in this room. I'm trapped. Oh yes, 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 yes. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go, baby. Is this the really hard one that I couldn't do? It was Flee North. I want to play World of Warcraft. That's what I want to play. And Minecraft. Really? You think it was that dude? Vote for pink? Okay. Okay, Flee North. Okay. Seems like Wigsby has got it on for him. Or maybe it's was it a tie? Yeah, it was a tie. Fuck. Let's fix the O2. Let's fix the O2. I don't. Okay. I really don't like this last task. Fuck. I just gotta wait for it to open, I guess, the doors. Who is this? Oh. Yeah. They're gonna eliminate me? What the fuck? I was not. Fucking bullshit. They're bullshit. I'm not helping the ship anymore. Well, at least I can fly the fuck around. Yo, I can go through walls and shit. Oh, it's so easy being a ghost. Oopsies. Okay, I don't understand. I don't understand. What? I don't know why I'm called Feast Olive. It was just like assigned to me. I can't vote, right? I'm gonna check out TFT then. Who is it? Fuck you all who, like, said it was me. Who accused me? Who accused me? I want to see. It's rectabular. Oh no, a rectangular is also a ghost. Wow. Let's just fucking, oh no, what happened now? Okay, someone fix that shit. I don't understand this. Am I supposed to be... I don't understand why. I did it the first time around! I'm mad. Can't be that fucking hard. I can't. I give up. I can't do that. Ooh, what's this? Currently haunting. It's the pink. You think it's Wigsby? Let's follow Wigsby. Can Wigsby see me? I wonder if he can. He or she. I'm gonna follow him. Pretty cool. Can't run from me. I'm a ghost. Okay, it's definitely not... Huh. It's not Wigsby, it's Fleonor. Oh, Owen's died.
messed up, made it worse, pushed you away. All that fighting and pain till you left one day. Wish
I can't help my team because I can't help my team. So I can't figure out how to do the last task. The last task is like super hard. Oh, somebody helped finish the task. Oh my god. I need a break. I need a fucking break. I need a fucking break, bro. Oh my god, I need a break. Okay. We are gonna watch Flip the Frank.
Today, we're talking about the Mormon Church offering hundreds of thousands of dollars to keep you from hearing the audio I'm about to play for you. The business of rumors and gossip may be about to go nuclear with this Taylor Swift news. Leaders of Florida's Republican Party and Moms for Liberty are at the heart of a massive, horrifying sex scandal. Now, we're talking about all that and so much more in today's brand new Philip DeFranco show. You daily dive into the news, so just hit that like button and let's jump into it.
Steve
with, the Mormon
Aoki
Church is willing to pay $300,000 in hush money for you to not hear this audio recording that I'm about to play. But first, I have to say, for the existence of this story, we have to thank the very brave woman, Chelsea Goodrich. Because in 2015, when Chelsea was in grad school, some disturbing, long-buried memories began to resurface. When she was a child, allegedly her father, and a Mormon bishop at the time, John Goodrich, routinely sexually assaulted her. In fact, John admitted to at least one of these incidents in a recording that was obtained by the Associated Press. With him there blaming the devil for his decision to climb into bed with his daughter after hearing sexual activity in an adjoining hotel room. And so Chelsea confided in a friend whose father, Paul, happened to be the guy church members go to if they have abuse claims. And when she felt ready, Chelsea met with him over several months, recording their conversations with his knowledge and on the recommendation of her lawyer. And so her father ends up getting arrested for his alleged abuse, and Chelsea wants to know if the church will allow a bishop with whom John gave a confession to testify in the trial. And also a key thing is that she told Paul that church officials have known about the abuse for years because of other confessions. So Paul replied that church leaders said they did not recall hearing any such confession. But also, here's the thing, well, she assumed that he was only there to lend a sympathetic ear and help her find justice for the abuse committed against her. Paul was thinking about the church's interest because, you see, he's the head of its risk management division. So in one of their later meetings, they sat down, had a brief prayer, and then got down to business.
First of all, I sent you a letter indicating that the church was prepared to assist up to $90,000. I've been back, and so I have authorization up to $300,000.
As an exchange for that hefty six-figure sum,
we both agree that we will not disclose that we've settled with you, and you will not disclose that you've settled with the church. You acknowledge that there's been some recordings made of all of our communications, and that you agree to destroy those recordings within 10 days of signing this.
and them saying that the reason the church wants those recordings destroyed is to protect him from being clipped out of context by lawyers. Now with that, clearly, since you just listened to them, you know that the recordings were not destroyed. That's because reportedly a now ex-church member who attended the meetings as Chelsea's advocate and recorded the audio was not bound by the confidentiality agreement, and so he gave them to the AP. But also, by the time they came out, so much had happened to John already. For Chelsea's abuse trial inspired another woman to accuse him of having non-consensual sex with her after sedating her with a drug from his dental practice. And in recorded phone calls, he admitted to drugging her, apologized, and asked her to lie to the police. So things weren't looking great for John, but then a controversial Idaho law threw a wrench into everything. Right? Because in the state of Idaho, clergy are actually legally exempt from having to divulge information about sexual abuse gathered in a confession to authorities. And so then, without the bishop's testimony, prosecutors dropped the charges, also telling Chelsea's mother that her impending divorce with John and the years that had passed since the alleged abuse might prejudice jurors. And so in the end, John only pleaded guilty to distribution of a controlled substance, and a judge sentenced him to just 90 days in jail and 3 years of probation. So while, yeah, he's also been excommunicated from the church, John's a free man now, still practicing dentistry in Idaho. And while this individual story on its own is horrifying and fucking infuriating, it has also understandably brought Idaho's law protecting the confidentiality of spiritual confessions under fire, especially as sex abuse scandals have rocked the Mormon church.
Philip DeFranco, he has like a whole team.
People would be too afraid to confess their sins and their souls wouldn't be saved, arguing that confession is supposed to be between your clergy and God, nobody else. Personally, I don't know. I'm on the side of not protecting abusers and monsters. I'd like to think that if a God exists, they would agree with that. And if they didn't, that's no God of mine. And then, do you remember this video? Right, that's Trevor Jacob. He's a YouTuber. You're seeing a plane crash, and it turns out that he staged it. And he posted this video that got him millions and millions of views. No. But it also prompted an investigation by the FAA, the agency ordering him to preserve the wreckage, but then he lied, saying he didn't know where the plane went down. As it turned
Wait,
out,
what?
he and his friend actually moved the plane, cut it up into smaller pieces, and then dumped it at a small airport. With all that then resulting in him being stripped of his pilot's license, also pleading guilty to 1 count of destruction and concealment with the intent to obstruct a federal investigation, which notably, not a little thing, it carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. However, he had his sentencing today, and instead of 20 years, he got just 6 months. So really, he's kind of lucky because it could have been so much worse for him. At the same time, people going, hey, it's good that someone doing something dangerous like this.
Yeah, I don't know if I have
accountable.
time
But
to
really,
do
looking at the
that.
story, all I can say is don't be stupid. Stupid. There are far easier ways to get views online. The pursuit of fame and attention, it just makes people stupid. Or maybe it doesn't even make people stupid. It just exposes the stupid. And then let's talk about business and gossip. And in fact, it's the business of gossip. Because what we're talking about today is Dumois and Taylor Swift. And for those unfamiliar with
Oh,
Dumois,
shit.
at the very least,
What's
it is a
the
celebrity
tea?
gossip Instagram account with 2 million followers. And while his bio reads, this account does not claim information published is based. In fact, it has a huge reach, and anything it posts gets spread
What
far
does
and
Dumois
wide. And on top of
say?
that, it's all anonymous, right? So that's a big part of the fascination. So it really hasn't been surprising that Dumois has grown and evolved, having a podcast, publishing a novel, that novel getting adapted into an HBO show. And while, people have long questioned if they cross lines with what they post, we now know that Taylor Swift's team is among their critics. Right? And this because the account has repeatedly claimed that Taylor and her ex-boyfriend, Joe Alwyn, were actually married, or at least had a ceremony.
But
even
they
if it
weren't,
wasn't legal.
though.
And in fact, Dumois shared that claim yet again last week, including the caption, "I will die on this hill. Put it on my tombstone. I have no reason to lie. I could give a shit what she does." Which Taylor Swift's publicist, Sheree Payne, must have thought something along the lines of, "You'll die on this hill? Well, I'll meet you at the top with a knife." Writing in a post that the claim is not true and saying, enough is enough with these fabricated lies about Taylor from Dumois. There was never a marriage or ceremony of any kind. This is an insane thing to post. It's time for you to be held accountable for the pain and trauma you cause with posts like these. With a situation like this, a publicist's call out is actually pretty rare. So when people saw those shots being fired, they took notice. So there are others noting that while Taylor's publicist was responding directly to the marriage rumor, she may have been more upset about something else. Because on the same day, Dumois also posted a message from someone suggesting that Taylor's new song is about her having a miscarriage and that loss in her relationship at the time. So you had people responding.
Eugene, I'm gonna look into the team fight tactics thing. I think I'm able to play it on a Mac, so I think it's gonna work out. But let me just look
That's saying this is another
at
level
it.
of fool, saying that's something you don't talk about, period, unless it is
You're gonna
shared. You never
smoke me on
speculate
it,
about
so.
Now with all this, for their part, Dumois hit back with a sort of combative response, saying, "Well, I make $0 from lying. Can publicists say the same?" Also, to relate something that is in reference to something that happened years ago to pain and trauma after what just happened seems like a poor choice of words. Either way, I apologize to Taylor. With people there saying that it seemed like Dumois was hinting at the recent death of a fan of one of
A
Taylor's
riot
concerts,
game?
some saying that was below the belt, others calling out Dumois because between the podcast, book, show, and more, it definitely makes money off their kind of posts. So of course, all of this just playing out in the court of public opinion, which is also why you have some speculating, is Taylor's
Oh,
team
yeah,
getting ready for more?
yeah.
Some speculating using the word
I
trauma
have it pulled
and
up
pain
right
is so
now.
strategic because you can't sue unless there's measurable
I'm gonna
damage.
look at it
Calling
after
something
this
trauma
stream,
is the
though.
measurable damage. It's the first step of documentation before taking legal progression. So again, that's just speculation. I think words
It's
like pain
Taylor.
and trauma are used
It's
far more
important.
regularly in 2023. But for now, we'll have to see if and how things will play out. The only thing I know for sure, though, is whether it be Dumois or someone else, this will continue. Right? This sort of thing, because gossip and the rumor mill, they haven't gone anywhere. They've just evolved over
And
the
because
years. Whether it be
it's
more mainstream
Taylor,
outlets that have existed
baby.
for years and years, like TMZ. I remember coming up on YouTube and Perez Hilton being one of the biggest people on the internet. All these things exist and will continue to exist.
but
and new
Perez
things will
Hilton is
pop
like an
up because there is an
asshole.
appetite for what they're serving. And I don't know if that'll ever change because it feels like that's just the ugly side of fandom. What's your opinion, right? You have the story, some of my half-baked thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. And then, for any of you focused on getting your business off the ground, creating a place to share your homemade goods, or even a personal blog, I got a great solution. Let extend their
Nope.
an offer code fit through, and it is very probably to Miss Nicaragua became the Nicaraguan president is claiming her conspiracy to overthrow 10% off your first purchase.
Okay.
And then Miss Universe is part
Conspiracies.
of a foreign plot and conspiracy to overthrow
We like that.
the government. Well, it may sound like it's too ridiculous to be true, and it is very probably too ridiculous to be true. That is what the actual Nicaraguan president is claiming right now. With all of this starting late last month when Miss Nicaragua became the first woman from her country to win the Miss Universe beauty pageant.
That's
And at first,
insane.
authoritarian President Daniel Ortega thought
It's great.
it was a PR victory for his regime, calling her win a moment of legitimate
Be right back.
joy and pride. Then the next day it came out that the newly crowned Miss Universe had actually posted photos of herself on Facebook participating in the mass anti-government protests back in 2018. Protests that, if you don't remember, were violently repressed, and human rights officials say that 355 people were killed by government forces. With the government also outlawing or closing more than 3,000 civic groups groups and NGOs, arresting and expelling opponents, stripping them of their citizenships and confiscating their assets. And so then when the regime's opponents discovered that the Miss Universe winner was apparently on their side, they took the opportunity to celebrate in the streets, waving with blue and white national flags rather than the regime's red and black band. So now the government there has taken quick steps to make sure this never happens again by going after the pageant's director. Them alleging that she rigged the contest so that an anti-government beauty queen would win the pageant as part of a plot to overthrow the government. And it's not just words, right? The director, her husband, and her son are now facing charges of treason to the motherland. Though there, she apparently slipped through the hands of police after she was reportedly denied permission to enter the country a few days ago. And as for Miss Nicaragua, we'll see if anything happens to her, because while she doesn't appear to be a particularly political figure, it's not like she used her platform at the pageant to denounce the regime, instead just speaking about mental health and the gender wage gap. Authoritarians infamously do not like anyone that stands against them at any time. So we'll have to wait and see. And then, this scandal coming out of Florida about one of its most prominent and influential power couples is at the very least a case of massive hypocrisy, and at most, which is what's being alleged here, a crime. And at the center of all this, you have Christian Ziegler, who is the chair of the state's Republican Party, and his wife, Bridget, who is an elected member of the Sarasota County School Board and a founder of the right-wing national group Moms for Liberty.
Oh my God, is that, what's her name?
Pop up in the news because they work to elect school board members nationally who oppose
Megyn Kelly
about LGBTQ plus rights, gender and sexuality, race and discrimination, and all of that on top of fighting for banning books on those topics. In fact, it's been reported that Bridget played a huge role in designing and enacting Florida's infamous Don't Say Gay law. And so because of all that, they have quickly risen to become major figures in the conservative movement who are widely recognized for their pro-family Christian values. However, a lot of that's changing right now after a heavily redacted report from the Sarasota police revealed that Christian's currently under an active criminal investigation for a rape allegation by a woman who he and his wife had a three-way sexual encounter with. And since the initial report was made public, media outlets have since obtained a search warrant affidavit that provides many more details. Like both Bridget and the woman confirmed to police that they had a three-way sexual encounter with Christian over a year before the alleged assault, which took place on October 2nd. The document also saying the woman had agreed to have another sexual encounter with Ziegler and his wife that day, but she changed her mind and canceled after she learned that Bridget wouldn't make it. They're telling Christian in a message, "Sorry, I was mostly in for her." But according to the affidavit, the woman told
I
police
have
that he
finished
still
my
showed up at her
bottle,
apartment uninvited
so
and raped her. And she reported the alleged rape to police 2 days later and got a rape kit done at a local
I don't know,
hospital.
should I get
The affidavit
another
also
one?
detailed messages between the woman and Ziegler after the incident, including one where she told him she wasn't okay with what happened, but he repeatedly told her she was his friend and tried to change the topic. Also there, in recorded phone calls between the two, Ziegler denied that he had sexually assaulted her. Also, some outlets obtained a reporting of the 911 call 2 days after the alleged assault, where a friend of the woman asked emergency responders to check on her apartment, telling police that the woman hadn't shown up to work for 2 days, and when she called, she sounded drunk and told her friend that she had been raped and was scared to leave her house. Now, with all this, Christian Ziegler, for his part, has told police that he and the woman had sex, but saying that it was consensual, and he actually recorded it on video and uploaded it to Google Drive. Although there, police said in the affidavit that they weren't able to locate the video and have served Google with a search warrant. He also had a lawyer for the Florida GOP head denying the allegations in a statement to reporters and adding, "We are confident that once the police investigation is concluded, that no charges will be filed and Mr. Ziegler will be completely exonerated." But even with that, the situation has drawn a ton of backlash, even from Republicans in the state, including from DeSantis himself, who actually called for the party chair to step down and said, "I don't see how he can continue with that investigation ongoing given the gravity of those situations, and so I think he should step aside." And with that, he also went on to say,
Oh, shut the fuck up, DeSantis.
he knows the couple well and he hopes the allegations are false, but still adding, "He's innocent till proven guilty, but we just can't have a party chair."
That is the most charitable picture that Philip DeFranco has put up of Ron DeSantis. Like, considering his face when in front of cameras.
Republican leaders who also accused the Zieglers of going against
He
Christian
just looks
conservative
super,
values
like,
and claimed to champion
awkward.
so loudly, with Republican
You
State
know?
Representative Spencer
His
Roach telling
smile.
reporters they have held themselves out to be paragons of the Christian conservative family values, a prototype. And I think there's a very heavy sense of betrayal, certainly within the Republican.
It's always the Christian conservatives with family values. Always.
Party, with him also adding that this has plunged the Florida GOP into absolute chaos, saying, "I would describe this as just an absolute body blow to the Republican Party. Everyone that I've talked to about this is in an absolute tailspin." Right? And again, because what we're talking about is one situation, but there are two things that are playing out, right? There's a very serious criminal accusation, and then there's just the general hypocrisy. And so that's why you've seen a lot of people specifically taking aim at Bridget Ziegler, calling her a hypocrite because she so fervently fought against LGBTQ plus rights, but apparently not for herself. People saying things to her like, "We are very sorry that our gay marriage brings disrespect on your sacred institution of bisexual swinging open marriage. And I'm so glad that the Florida Board of Education has approved for Florida school libraries Mommy and Daddy and their very special friend." But with all that said, understand, this is still developing. Now, as of recording, Christian Ziegler has refused to resign, saying in an email to members of the Florida Republican Party this weekend, "We have a country to save, and I am not going to let false allegations of a crime put that mission on the bench as I wait for this process to wrap up." Also claiming that he's just being targeted by liberal activists and that his wife is behind me 150%. But as far as how this is going to play out both in legal court and in the court of public opinion, we'll have to wait and see. But that is going to be the end of your daily dive into the news today. Don't worry, though. For more news you need to know, I got you covered right here. You can click or tap, or I got links in the...
All right. More political stuff because...
More clashes with Iranian-backed Houthis in the Red Sea. A U.S. destroyer shot down 3 drones in self-defense yesterday.
A U.S.
Meanwhile,
destroyer?
Israel is accelerating its
sounds
campaign
scary.
in southern Gaza. As Chris Mitchell reports, the IDF is operating under...
Of course I did. And he's expelled from Congress, so he's no longer a congressman.
military conditions...
But that's so funny.
...by the United States.
Tensions escalating in the Middle East as Iranian-backed Houthi rebels hit 3
Iran is kind of low-key / high-key scary.
commercial ships in the Red Sea with ballistic missiles. A U.S. warship patrolling the region shot down 3 Houthi drones in an hours-long engagement. There were no injuries, but the U.S. is vowing
No
to consider
way.
all
Really?
appropriate responses.
Where did you see that,
IDF
Eugene?
Chief spokesman Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari says the military is expanding the ground offensive to all areas of the Gaza Strip, and that wherever Hamas operates,
Do you have a
Israel
link?
will find them. Israel's Channel 12 reports U.S. Secretary of State
Let
Anthony
me
Blinken,
see.
in his recent visit, linked American military support to certain conditions, including proving the IDF plans to take into consideration the civilian population, reduce civilian evacuations from their homes to a minimum, and provide more safe areas for non-combatants. Speaking in the Middle East, Vice President Kamala Harris taking a critical tone.
Too many innocent Palestinians.
She needs a new PR team, and B, she needs a new stylist. Like, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Hold on, I gotta click on this link. Hold on. Former congressional icon with icon and then the nail polish emoji. What? The expelled member of Congress from New York City. Dude, this guy is a scammer. He is a scam artist. Do you think he'll actually, like... Wait, does this mean he's got, like, 4 reviews? Temporarily unavailable. Follow to be notified when they're back on personalized videos. I feel like people would just meme about this. Very fast and exactly what we wanted. Thank you. Fantastic. Thanks. Exceeded expectations. Wow. Thank you. Dude, I think he totally made these ghost accounts just to review himself. Like, they were all, commented on the same day? Like, come on. What? Wait, you can't, so you can only be, like, ugly or, like all covered up if you want to talk about politics or be in politics? Like, that's so fucked up. And Kamala's not even ugly. She's actually quite pretty, to be honest. She just needs a new stylist. Well, at least wear your colors, you know? Like, at least, like, brown is not her color. Everybody, I don't fully subscribe to this, but I do actually think in general it's accurate. Everybody has a color scheme. It's called seasons. Color seasons. Which season are you? So everybody belongs to a season, and each season has like colors that look good on them. I'm a winter. And then within each season, there's also like sub-seasons. Like, so winters are the only colors. There's like warm, dark, like there's more subcategories. I'm just showing you the colors. Like, winter is like the only season that can really wear black very well. But as you can see, some summers can go into a dark navy. But my point is, at least I think Kamala is in autumn. I think she's in autumn. Well, but she doesn't look very good in those browns. Maybe she's more of a spring. I don't know. I feel like she's a soft autumn or a clear spring. Yeah. See, there's like deep and clear and cool and soft and shit. At least she should wear her colors.
Been killed.
Representing a group of Democrat senators, Vermont's Bernie Sanders said they're done asking
Bernie!
nicely and called on the Biden team to use its substantial leverage with Israel to make sure it reduces civilian casualties in Gaza. Israel came up with a solution, publishing an online map to facilitate evacuations from areas where Hamas is illegally operating in civilian areas.
And we're going to continue making efforts to get civilians out of harm's way from areas where Hamas is trying to hide behind them, because there will be nowhere to hide for the Hamas terrorists who perpetrated the October 7th massacre and have ever since been promising to perpetrate repeat atrocities against our people. Those are legitimate military targets, and we will do everything we can to get civilians out of harm's way so that we can reach those targets.
Blinken also reportedly set a timetable for Israel to finish the job in weeks. Israel's ambassador to the UK pushed back.
We speak on reality on the ground. It took the Americans 9 months in Mosul to dismantle ISIS capabilities when there was no underground tunnel city. This is much more complicated than Mosul.
The IDF says it has destroyed 500 of the 800 tunnel shafts it's uncovered that Hamas built near schools, kindergartens, playgrounds, hospitals, mosques, and civilian homes. The underground city extends for hundreds of miles and houses large quantities of weapons, serving as one of Hamas's most strategic assets in its war against Israel. On Saturday night, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed total victory.
We will continue the war until we achieve all its goals, and it's impossible to achieve those goals without the ground operation.
Netanyahu also rejected the U.S. proposal that the Palestinian Authority take over Gaza after the fighting. Critics point out that the PA still has not condemned the October 7th attacks and is supporting terrorists in the West Bank. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, Jeff Balaban is Senior Counsel for International and Government Affairs at the American Center for Law and...
Wait, so women can't... And primarily it is... I'm quoting an article here. Primarily, it is valuable because it is a reflection of values we hold as a society, as well as representation of what we expect from women in power. So women in power can't dress how they want to dress. That's really weird. Female politicians' clothing is restricted and under close scrutiny, and those who do not conform to those expectations often face backlash. It's a source of attack, as physical appearance is cited by opponents of female politicians as evidence of being incompetent, too spendy, or unprofessional. Politicians' clothing is used to belittle or dismiss female politicians to unfairly judge their competencies as politicians. Well, all I'm seeing is that our vice president should at least look decent. What was it? Protest? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the English were Protestants. Let's see here. Whoa. According to CBS, a young female reporter tried to enter a guarded room known as speaker's lobbies outside the House chamber. But her outfit... Why am I reading this and not showing you guys? But her outfit was considered inappropriate because her shoulders weren't covered. She was wearing a sleeveless dress. Well, I'm fucked. Yo, there's a section on Hillary Clinton. What? It's pretty accurate, though. It's still better than Kamala's suit, though. Should we watch this?
Well, I have been critical of Mrs. Clinton and her look, and I'll tell you why. When she was in the White House, I saw this ascension in style. She went from being, frankly, rather dowdy and frumpy and looking like she didn't care to having, I think, a good deal of style. And then when
that
she
is a pretty
became
dress.
the senator from New York, I thought, well, now she can do anything. I mean, she can really ascend. But she...
Why can't she wear that beautiful princess dress and still be like a politician? You know?
In fact, she just went the boxy, menswear tailored pantsuit route. And I have
yeah,
to say,
it makes people like. I feel like if she dressed softer, I would have it would have evoked a different image of her. To feel softer, she feels very like aggressive and like compensating for something.
Secretary of State, oh, my hat's off to her. I mean, she did an incredibly fabulous job. That position and the president have to be the two most difficult positions in government imaginable. And I frankly forgave her everything that she ever wore because she was exhausted and running from one place to the next. However, though she hasn't declared, she's looking mighty presidential, and I'm loving this new look. I see a polish. I see clothes that are well-tailored and that do skim her. She looks in command. She looks like she is so
I hate that. I hate that.
Confidence and high self-esteem and power. That's what I get from this look.
Sarah Palin?
I'm going to call up Nancy Pelosi. To me, that is the model. She is the ne plus ultra professional. She is dressing like a woman. She has style and panache. She has impeccable grooming.
So, do you think it's appropriate if, like, Hillary Clinton or, like, a senator or, like, a Secretary of State dressed like how Melania Trump dressed like when she was the First Lady? Like, with matching everything and, like, I think that you could still look pretty and wear dresses and stuff like that and like super preppy kind of vibe, like not like revealing but very preppy.
And she doesn't look as though she's trying too hard.
Oh, really? Or was that just you? Wait, I want to see. Hold on. I don't remember that being a very big criticism of Sarah Palin, the way she dressed. At least not the circles that I frequented. She's, I think this is acceptable. I think this is totally fine. You know, like she doesn't have to be in a pantsuit to do her job. She can still look, you know. Well, it's like another picture that, you know, she could wear that. I'd be fine with her being a congresswoman or vice president. Like, that's a really cute outfit. Not that. It needs to be tailored a little differently. But, like, she's just fine. Like, I'm talking more like kind of like this kind of vibe. Like, kind of like European royalty all the way through, or there's only maximum 2 colors that you can see. That is the secret to European fashion. I'll tell you that.
So the other day, MSNBC came out and they said, we're canceling Mehdi Hasan's show.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Now, Mehdi Hasan, I believe his show streams on Peacock, which is like the, you know, it's the online streaming version of MSNBC. And I got to keep it real with you guys. That's, to put a show over there is like trying to hide the show anyway. Because
Exactly.
not many
Like,
people
he's not
watch
even
Peacock.
on the
Remember what
main.
happened with CNN when they tried to do their own streaming thing and it imploded before it even freaking started, and
Yeah,
it was like
remember
embarrassing.
that.
I mean, I think MSNBC is in the same boat. So I actually like Mehdi in many ways. I think he's very talented in many ways, but they put him on Peacock to try to hide him anyway.
He could have been the future
They
Mehdi,
come out and
actually,
said, okay, we're done.
legitimately.
They're actually, it's like a demotion kind of. They're effectively firing him from his show, but it's a demotion overall because he's still going to be part of the network. But he's now come out and reacted to this. So let's read through it here. This is in Mediaite. Mehdi Hasan speaks out on cancellation of his MSNBC show. British-American journalist Mehdi Hasan has broken his silence over news that his MSNBC show has been canceled and offered a glimpse at what he'll be doing next. The former host tweeted Friday, here, we'll read it here. Yes, the Mehdi Hasan show has ended on Peacock and will be ending on MSNBC next month. Still a few weeks left. Well, that's interesting. So he says it's going to be ending on MSNBC. You guys, put in the comment section if you know. Did his show ever run on MSNBC proper, the TV station, or was it just on Peacock? I'm curious, because I've never seen it on the network, but then again, I don't watch MSNBC often. Thank you all for watching over the past 3 years. Going forward at MSNBC, I'll serve as a guest anchor across primetime shows and beyond, and as an on-air political analyst. Okay. So basically they said, we're canning your show, we're going to demote you.
That's crazy.
That's the gist of it. And he goes on and says, thanks for the outpouring of love and support, and thanks, of course, to my amazing, talented team of producers on the Mehdi Hasan show. I'm humbled and so appreciative. I'm not going anywhere, and you'll hear from me lots in 2024. So we're going to get into why, I think they did this. But right off the bat, the classic example that they give is, his ratings. His ratings weren't that good. Well, guys, I got news for you. Literally nobody on Peacock has good ratings. Period. Like, nobody does. Nobody. If you had given Mehdi a real shot and put Mehdi where I think he should have been, which is like prime time. I mean, who's at 8 o'clock? Is it Rachel Maddow or is that Chris Hayes? One of them.
No, Rachel's out.
I think, or something like that.
Rachel's out. She's got a replacement, and nobody watches her. But I agree. If you put Mehdi on like one of the prime times or next to prime time, you get a lot of clicks and views.
If you had put him at prime time,
I'll tell you that.
I think he would have plenty of people watching him. In fact, I dare to say he could compete with CNN and even Fox News in that time slot because he's genuinely talented. But they never gave him a shot like that. Again, they hit him over on Peacock. And so now they're demoting him. So the idea of, oh my God, it's the ratings. Spare me, spare me, spare me. First of all across MSNBC, they have horrendous ratings. Second of all, they know anybody who is on Peacock, it's a mission doomed to failure. So he probably did as good as it was humanly possible to do in that specific slot that they gave him. So I don't buy that argument.
I will.
Well, then the other possibility pops up, which is what? Well, he is really, really strong on the issue of Israel. And he, not only that, he's also very critical of his guests, and he grills his guests. And I think he does a phenomenal job of holding powerful people accountable. And remember, this isn't that long after there was that scandal. Remember when there was like a week time frame where Ali Velshi, Ayman Mohyeldin, and Mehdi Hasan were all randomly taken off the air. Now, they had been the strongest voices in favor of Palestinian rights. And then, would you look at that? After October 7th, they say a couple things that there's all this fake outrage around. It's like, okay, pull them down, get them down, get them down, get them down. Now, thankfully, soon thereafter, they were allowed back on, right? But the message was already kind of sent. Hey, careful. Don't lean too hard into being pro-Palestine. You have to at least be balanced and walk that tightrope. So what move did MSNBC do? They said, okay, yeah, we're demoting Mehdi Hasan, but we're going to give an extra hour to Ayman. So in other words, there's 3 brown guys at MSNBC. Mehdi Hasan, Ali Velshi, and Ayman. And they're like, okay, yeah, we're demoting one, but we're going to promote the other effectively. Well, now that puts him in a really weird position too, doesn't it? Now he's in a weird position because he's like, okay, I kind of feel sort of like a scab. I feel like I'm like he was punished and I'm being rewarded. But now understand something. All 3 of them are pretty good on the issue of Israel and Palestine. They're all pretty good. Who was the most aggressive? And in my opinion, the most correct? Mehdi Hasan.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
How many Mehdi Hasan
so
videos
on
Israel and Palestine have you watched?
That MSNBC executives were willing to give. That's my guess. We all know institutionally how much power AIPAC has, DMFI has. The Israel lobby is colossally powerful. They're basically saying, we're going to spend $100 million to take out every single pro-Palestine congressperson. They just put $90,000 against Thomas Massey, who's the one Republican who took any votes against Israel.
That's
Rashid
crazy.
Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, they're going all in. Individual people were offered $20 million to take on Rashida Tlaib. They've come out and said it. Hey, AIPAC offered me $20 million to defeat Rashida Tlaib.
I saw that.
So they're full court press in the political sphere. You think they also don't have media connections? You think they're also not talking to MSNBC executives? You think they weren't demanding a pound of flesh on that front? Well, and my guess is they were told, hey, you got to get rid of all these guys. But then MSNBC said, look, if we fire all 3 brown men that we have here on the same day, they're going to call us racist, and they're kind of going to be right.
They're kind of
So
going to
my
be
guess is
right.
They work something out where it's like, all right, what's the one you would get rid of above all else? Okay, you get rid of Mehdi? Fine. Mehdi's gone. We'll demote him. Happy now. Good now. And so they thought they covered all their bases. End Mehdi Hassan's show, demote him, put Ayman in that spot, and, give the pound of flesh to the Israel lobby, and then we'll move on. That's my guess as to what happened. Look, I think it might be a little more complicated than that in the sense that Mehdi's also pretty aggressive and belligerent and correct about a lot of stuff on Twitter. That might get under the skin of executives. Just the way he treats his guests in general probably makes it difficult for him to maintain access to powerful people because he does grill people. So that might be part of it as well. But I really do think ultimately it has to do with this exact issue, the issue of Israel. And he's the most correct and the most aggressive of all 3 of the decent voices on MSNBC on the issue of Israel, and he's paying the price now. And look, it's easy for me to Monday morning quarterback or backseat drive here and say like, hey man, you shouldn't even take the demoted position. You should leave and go scorched earth, right? And tell everybody what it's really like. But I'm not him, right? Maybe he needs the paycheck and, he feels like I could still do more good from inside the belly of the beast than outside the belly of the beast. But he's an entertaining guy. I think he can make it on his own in independent media. He could start a podcast or a YouTube thing or whatever, and he'd be fine. But and also this kind of reminds me of what happened with Cenk Uygur. Remember when Cenk Uygur was on MSNBC?
Mm-hmm.
And he was too aggressive
From TYT.
against the Obama administration. And the Obama administration has connections at the highest levels of MSNBC. They didn't like it, and Cenk's ass was gone. Now, they did the same thing they did with Mehdi, where they offered him a demoted role and more money.
But
So
Cenk
it's sort
said
of like the hush money
no.
for the demoted role. And Cenk said no, and he said, I'm going to go, do my show
I guess
on the internet.
Mehdi said yes.
So it looks like Mehdi Hassan, similar situation. But anyway, it sucks. He's one of the best voices on this exact issue of Israel, and it's going to be a loss. It's a loss. But he was never used properly, man. He should have had a primetime show. He's better than Rachel Maddow. He's better than Chris Hayes. He would have made it. He
Rachel,
had a
yeah,
primetime show
her takes, but Rachel does a
anytime
good job.
Aggressive.
Okay, like Rachel Maddow, her takes are sometimes like not, it's like super lip coded, but I think she does a lot of research and due diligence. I do genuinely feel like she like believes in what she says, but maybe I'm just falling for it. I don't know. I don't know.
Lefty gets an opportunity, a smart, aggressive lefty gets an opportunity on cable news in primetime, you'll be stunned at how good the ratings are. They've almost never been given a shot. So they don't know how successful it would be. But it would scare advertisers, wouldn't it? And it would scare powerful people, which is why they don't allow it. That's why they don't allow it. So here we are. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now.
Ooh, I want to see
morning,
this.
everybody. Happy Monday. We have a great show for everyone today. What do we have, Crystal?
Indeed, we do. Lots to get to this morning. So our own Secretary of Defense is warning Israel of a, quote, strategic defeat in pretty blockbuster comments. We'll bring you that as well as update. out of the Gaza Strip. Ron DeSantis' campaign seems to be in total chaos. This comes as some key donor endorsements of Nikki Haley, which is sort of crucial on that side of the race, I guess. I'll break that down for you. We have also Dems in Florida acting like complete authoritarians, blocking Joe Biden's primary opponents from the ballot unilaterally. They are all speaking out, so we'll bring you those details as well. George Santos expelled, gone but not forgotten. You might
He's
say.
on Cameo. He's on Cameo. We have to see this. Okay.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the kindness. You know, Botox keeps you young. Fillers keeps you plump. Mwah. Look, don't let the haters get to you. Haters are going to hate. And if you have haters, that means...
Don't co-op Taylor's line. She's definitely not a
you're doing
fan of
something
yours.
right, girl. So just keep going. You know, you're a Harvard Law School girl. Like, are you kidding? You have haters? Let them hate. Like, just do you, girl. Screw the haters. Enjoy life. Live life. And make sure that all these haters in your life, they can go all you know where. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and let 2024 be filled with everything that 2023 was lacking in. Mwah. Bye.
Wait, how old is George Santos?
Hi, Katie.
How old?
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the kindness.
Is
You know,
George
Botox keeps you young. Fillers keep you...
He's 35. Yep. Okay, yeah, the Botox is working its magic. The Botox is Botoxing. For sure. Especially for...
Not from my heart.
A movie is going to come out about him as well, and he is threatening to spill the tea on all his colleagues. So lot that's interesting to get into there. We also have Mehdi Hassan, his show at MSNBC being canceled, and a lot of debate over what exactly is going on there. I'm taking a look at a Blockbuster report on exactly how Israel is waging this war differently, by the way, than the way they have approached things in the past. We'll break that down for you. We also have Scott Horton from the Libertarian Institute talking about the Netanyahu doctrine. But before we get into any of that, we got a little bit of a discount for all of you folks.
Yes, we got the holiday discount. We decided to extend it. I know that it's very helpful to all of those who want to be able to give the gift of Breaking Points. And also, if you're on the fence, you want to go ahead and sign up. So breakingpoints.com, you can become a premium subscriber. We're discounting our yearly membership, which is what helps us most, especially it's, you know, December 2023, which means the 1 year that you're helping us out is going to help pay for all of our election coverage going into what is sure to be a completely insane and fun, maybe wild ride. So anyway,
It'll be a wild ride.
Let's put it that way.
Fun, we can't promise fun.
The road to nowhere.
It will be wild.
As we once famously called it here. So if you can help us out, we would deeply appreciate it. And then a hard turn, what's going on in Gaza?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and give you the very latest
Hard
coming out of
turn.
the Gaza Strip. Put these images up on the screen. So as we brought you this weekend, the temporary truce is over. The ceasefire has ended, and Israel is back to a massive bombing campaign. What you are looking at here is 6 residential towers in the southern Gaza Strip in Khan Yunis that were all taken down by a massive bombing campaign there. You can see, you know, bodies being pulled from the rubble, children being pulled from the rubble. The horror on the look of horror on children's faces here as they look at the destruction. This particular video is a 12-year-old little girl named Alma, who is trapped under rubble as well, along with her parents, her grandparents, and her siblings. And she is asking her rescuers to rescue them first, to help them first. The very latest numbers that I saw is that in the renewed bombing campaign, 700 Palestinians were killed. In a
Why does
matter of
everyone
24
think that
hours.
this is
This is
a wedding
back,
ring? It's
and
not.
it
It's
is,
a
you know,
snake
an all-out
ring.
assault as it was before. Only the difference is now, and we can put this up on the screen. So as you'll recall, in the early days of the war, the IDF told everyone to move south, you know, telling them this was the place to go if you wanted to be safe. Well, they have now divided the entire Gaza Strip into thousands of these little compartmented neighborhoods. And for those who are just listening, what we have up on the screen is this map that's been provided with all of these little tiny areas that have been designated. and they're effectively sending out messages of, hey, if you're in area 88, move to area 89, move to area 270, and it's caused mass chaos and confusion. This also comes, of course, after they have effectively destroyed all of the northern Gaza Strip. I mean, Gaza City is completely uninhabitable. The majority of buildings there have been damaged or destroyed. The majority of any sort of civilian infrastructure, including hospitals, apartment buildings, etc., damaged or destroyed. Now they are expanding into the entirety of the Gaza Strip. So, listen, the South was never safe. They never completely avoided bombing the southern part of the Strip, but they are massively ramping up that campaign as they claim that Hamas leadership is predominantly in Khan Yunis right now, one of the southern cities where people fled to when they were told this was the place to go for.
That's what's happened over the last couple of days, as both sides are claiming that each other violated the ceasefire. Not entirely clear what the actual facts on the ground are with that situation, but strategically things are expanding pretty significantly. So Marshal Koslov actually was at the Reagan Defense Forum. He flagged this for me. He was like, this is definitely good for the show. Witness this live. The Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, with honestly some extraordinary comments about the Israel campaign inside of Palestine, warning it is going to lead to a, quote, strategic defeat. Here's what he had to say.
This kind of fight, the center of gravity is the civilian population. And if you drive them into the arms of the enemy, you replace a tactical victory with a strategic defeat. So I have repeatedly made clear to Israel's leaders that protecting Palestinian civilians in Gaza is both a moral responsibility and a strategic imperative.
So to translate that from military,
That's interesting.
The center of gravity, it's like a Clausewitz term that a lot of people use in the military. The point is just you want to focus in on what are you actually trying to achieve whenever you're waging a military campaign. So the reason he says here, the center of gravity is the civilian population, is because, quote, if you drive them into the arms of the enemy, you replicate a tactical victory with a strategic defeat. This is almost exactly tracks with the U.S. campaign in Iraq. We had shock and awe. We defeated Saddam's military. It only took 3.5 weeks. Bush flies on the aircraft carrier, and it's mission accomplished. Oh, wait, we have a massive insurgent war. The majority of our troops end up dying during said insurgency and during the civil war. We have a 20-year occupation. It cost $2 trillion. We have ISIS and all the attendant problems. And basically what Lloyd Austin, who forged his entire career in CENTCOM and more, and was deeply involved in most of these campaigns, as well as the U.S. campaign against ISIS, is basically watching the exact same thing replicate itself in Gaza. And so that's really, I mean, I think his analysis is correct. I basically co-sign most of what he's saying. I don't have a problem with going after Hamas. I just think that the way they're doing it also bears out, especially you're going to be talking about in your monologue and the way the actual tactical way that this is being done, and we pair it with the strategic overall goal. Ridding the Gaza Strip of Hamas, even in the near term, it seems like a nearly impossible task, especially with the way they're doing it. And the long term is going to be very, very difficult. We're probably going to be covering that all throughout the week about Hamas support, and not only inside of Gaza, but inside of the West Bank, what the day one after the campaign and all of that is going to look like. But if you pair it with some of the broader problems, not only the way that Israel is conducting itself, the big fear that I think I've always had and tried to hold here is that the rest of the region is not going to stay silent as this all continues. And that's what happened yesterday. Let's put this up there on the screen. Commercial ships, including a U.S. warship, were attacked by Houthi drones in the Red Sea. Now, many of these commercial shipping vessels were not Israeli flagged. They were U.S. Or UK flagged. The U.S. missile destroyer that was actually in the area ended up shooting down 3 of the drones. But this comes, Crystal, after there was already that Houthi hijacking of that Israeli tanker. I mean, this is one of the most vulnerable places in all of global shipping, why we have so many U.S. naval assets in the region. And these are, in the immediate term, they're drones. But don't forget, this same guided missile destroyer has shot down what they say are missiles that are being shot from Yemen all the way towards Israel. Now, no way to confirm whether or not that's true, but what
that's very interesting to me in the sense that it seems like a shift in tone from the Biden administration. It seems like a very slight, ever so slight shift in tone.
Some of these Houthi assets. So just one of these things goes the wrong way. A U.S. sailor gets killed on the high seas. We're living in a different world.
It's Jover.
Yeah, so to start with that piece, I was reading from some shipping experts on Twitter.
Yeah.
And as you said, this particular area is really critical. And you don't have to, so far they really haven't done any damage. You know, there hasn't been significant damage. No one has been killed. I don't think anyone has been injured. So you might say, okay, what's the big deal? Well, for these shipping, for these massive, you know, cargo ships, they have to be able to insure their passage. And if you have any sort of danger in this area, then insurance rates skyrocket. And then you either have them paying, you know, massive rates of insurance, or you have them having to reroute around this area, which makes the trip much, 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 much longer. So it has a significant economic impact, even if they aren't really being that effective in doing any sort of damage. So that's on that piece. And of course, it also just shows, listen, the Houthis in Yemen, they aren't going quietly here. You still have Hezbollah hanging out there. And the greater the toll on civilian life that is inflicted in the Gaza Strip, the more fraught things will be. And of course, the more at risk our own troops in the area will be as well. Going back to the Secretary of Defense and his statement that you can replace a tactical victory with a strategic defeat by the type of war that they are waging on the civilian population. This is clear common sense. I mean, I don't think that anyone could really deny this. I don't think that the Israeli government is so stupid as to think that this is not the case. You can already see in the West Bank, because of the toll that has been taken on civilian life, guess what? You're radicalizing more people. Support for Hamas is skyrocketing in the West Bank. You can only imagine what's happening within the Gaza Strip, where you have such a massive toll on women and children and entire lives upended, the entire northern part of the Strip rendered uninhabitable. What do you think people's politics are going to be after that happens to them and their kids and their family members and everything they have ever known? What do you think that is going to lead to? So that is just obvious common sense. Now, with regard to why he's saying this, do I think it's because they're, you know, genuinely putting real pressure on the Israelis? And you see all these like U.S. media reports, oh, the Israelis are open to the criticism. No, they're not. There is no sign that they're changing their approach whatsoever. None at all. So what is this? Number one, it's for us. It's for the domestic U.S. population. It's for the, you know, liberals watching MSNBC and be, oh, see, look at the Biden administration. They're really trying. They're really trying. They're really good people. They're really trying. They're not just standing by and let this ethnic cleansing and genocide happen. They're actually trying to, you know, constrain the Israelis. That's number one. And number two is so that after the fact, when this is ultimately a strategic defeat and a catastrophe for Israeli security, because you've just further radicalized an already radicalized population, created even more militants, even more terrorists, so that they can say, look, we told you so. So they can have a sort of like ass-covering moment. Those, in my view, are the two reasons for these comments from the Secretary of Defense. But make no mistake about it. Until and unless the U.S. actually wants to use our might, our dollars, condition aid, say, no, we're not just going to send you whatever bunker buster bombs you want, whatever you want it. No, we're not going to provide you blanket cover at the UN, diplomatic cover throughout the world anymore. Until we do that, they are going to continue to prosecute this war in the exact same way they have been prosecuting this war. And I have this in my monologue today, but I'll mention it now as well. The reason is because Bibi is on political thin ice, to say the least. And the population, the majority of them, some 58%, they think the IDF isn't being brutal enough. The percentage that thinks the IDF has gone too far, 1.8% of Jewish Israelis, I should say, of Jewish Israelis. 1.8%
That's crazy
of the Jewish
low.
Israeli population thinks the IDF has gone too far. This is when you have at the least a 70% civilian death rate, and probably much, much higher than that.
God.
That's the rate of just women and children being massacred in this. This is with the entirety of the northern Gaza Strip being wiped out. This is the state of, with a complete siege, with people starving and disease spreading. They think it hasn't been brutal enough. So with Netanyahu trying to save his political ass, those are the people that he's listening to, and the most fringe far-right parts of his coalition who he's trying to keep in line. Does he care if the U.S. is hand-wringing publicly or leaking to the press? No, he doesn't care. All he would care about is if we actually used the material leverage that we have, which they show no interest in doing.
Well, I mean, I just have to go back to Daryl Cooper. Something that he said is that, look, the day after 9/11, I didn't want to hear about nuance. And I think that's very understandable. And from their perspective, too, Michael Tracy has talked about this, but, there are basically photos of one of those babies who's being held by Hamas all over Israel. I mean, if that's the level of the media environment there, you can both be nuanced in terms of, like, I hate Netanyahu for what happened, but screw all of the people who did this. And that was, let's also be real, that was the predominant sentiment here in America. They wanted to bomb the crap out of Afghanistan. That was, if we had carpet bombed all of Afghanistan, the region where bin Laden was, and we'd killed 100,000 people, I don't think anybody in this country would have sniffed whatsoever. Now, you can understand that, but you can also understand that 20, 30 years later, you can look back on some of the decisions that were made in the heat of the moment and the whole, we don't want the smoking gun to be mushroom cloud, and be like, yeah, it was pretty stupid, and we probably shouldn't fall for that next time. So the Israeli populace, I get it. I absolutely do, especially in the context of how we responded and thought and felt, I think, after 9/11. However, again, you're talking, I think, at the correct point about the U.S. and what their overall posture on this is going to be. At a certain point, I don't actually have as much of a problem with some of these comments, because this buys us breathing room in the future. When the Israelis are like, hey, can you guys come clean this up and do all this peacekeeping? We're like, no, you built it, you break it, you buy it. You are the ones who are responsible. When you have a massive insurgency on your hands,
I disagree with Sagar a lot on certain things, but
it's like, that's your issue, man. We're not going to be rolling our troops and Humvees into the downtown Gaza City, Khan Yunis, or any of this other. So from that perspective, Crystal, I'm actually okay with the way that the secretary is saying it. Now, I don't disagree. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing about conditioning aid and all that, but I honestly don't think it would make any difference. The Israelis have plenty of munitions. They got plenty of bombs. They got firecrackers. They're one of the world's most advanced militaries. Even if we didn't provide them bombs, we'd be dropping whatever they had. The U.S. influence on this is both overstated and understated. Understated to the point of what you're saying is it doesn't necessarily match the rhetoric, but at the end of the day, like, they don't need our money or our support at this point to wage war. Now, in 1980, that's a different story, but at this point, not really.
Maybe not in the short term. Maybe not in the short term, but there are famous quotes of Israeli prime ministers, may have even been Netanyahu, basically saying the only people that matter is the U.S.
Yeah.
The only president in the world, the only world leader whose opinion I have to care about is the U.S. So, yeah, would it be a devastating blow to Israel if we were to withhold our diplomatic cover? If we were to
it would be.
stop
Absolutely.
sending them the weapons that we've
Fucking
been sending
100%.
them, stop sending them the billions of dollars in aid that we've been sending them?
100%.
Yeah, that would be a real blow. Now, could they continue for some time with this war? Yeah, they have enough to continue for some time for this war. But let's not pretend like the U.S. doesn't have leverage here that we can use. I also disagree with the idea that this is buying us some window to, after they do all of this damage in Gaza, and we're actually going to get to this piece in a bit, and are pushing us, we need these refugees resettled, and why don't you use your aid dollars to push these Arab countries around the region to take in these refugees? That there is no indication to me that we're going to buck anything that Israel wants us to do, because there's no track record of that whatsoever, certainly not from the Biden administration. And we have new reporting, put this up on the screen from The Intercept, new comments from Bibi. His goal for Gaza is to, quote, thin the population.
How is that not genocide?
And by the way, little noticed fact here, but Ryan Grimm, of course, notices these things. The White House recently requested billions of dollars to support refugee resettlement from Ukraine and also from Gaza just back in October. So let me give you a few of the details here about what Bibi is up to. He has tasked his top advisor, Ron Dermer, the Minister of Strategic Affairs, with designing plans to, quote, thin the Palestinian population in the Gaza Strip to a minimum, according to a bombshell new report in an Israeli newspaper that was founded by the late Republican billionaire Sheldon Adelson. So this outlet is considered to be basically an official organ for Netanyahu. Ryan writes, it reported that the plan has two main elements. The first would use the pressure of the war and the humanitarian crisis being created by Israel's war to persuade Egypt to allow refugees to flow to other Arab countries. And the second would open up sea routes so that Israel could, quote, allow a mass escape to European and African countries. Dermer, who's originally from Miami, is a Netanyahu confidant and was previously Israeli ambassador to the U.S., enjoys close relations with many members of Congress. Oh, interesting. Let's put this next piece up on the screen. U.S. considers a plan to condition aid to regional states, Arab regional states, based on resettlement. So this new initiative submitted to Congress calls for conditioning American aid to Arab countries on their willingness to receive refugees from Gaza and effectively assist in the ethnic cleansing that Bibi Netanyahu is proposing here. The proposal was shown to key figures in the House and Senate from both parties. Longtime lawmaker Representative Joe Wilson has even expressed open support for it, while others who are privy to the details have so far kept a low profile, saying that publicly coming out in favor of the program could derail it. So they go on to say, this is the way they frame it. They frame this pushing Palestinians forever out of these lands that they'd already been forced into. They frame this in humanitarian terms, saying the only moral solution is to ensure that Egypt opens its borders and allows for the refugees to flee from the tyrant control of Hamas. They go on to say Iraq and Yemen receive an approximate $1 billion in U.S. foreign aid. Turkey receives more than $150 million. Each of these countries receive enough foreign aid and have a large enough population to be able to accept refugees, adding up to less than 1% of their population. And they even go so far as to have done the math on how many Palestinian residents of the Gaza Strip that they want to force into these different countries to quote unquote thin out the population. So apparently there is some bipartisan support here among our lawmakers to assist Netanyahu with this process.
The reason why I think this is just all fan fiction is that the Egyptians have already said, quote, "We are prepared to sacrifice millions of lives to protect our land and to make sure that nobody is coming." I actually think this would start a general war in the Middle East. There's no question in my mind that if they tried to expel millions of Palestinians or hundreds of thousands, whatever, to the various parts of these regions, it would simply collapse, and the populations themselves would not accept it. The Jordanian population, any of the Middle Eastern populations, the Saudis would almost certainly have to do something, just because of the way that they're trying to keep a cap right now on all the videos and all the stuff that's spreading throughout the Arab and the Islamic world. I think really what's going to happen is that, and I think what they're really doing is an indiscriminate bombing campaign. They can think all they want till kingdom come about, oh, we're going to get these people out of there. It's just not going to happen from an international community perspective. So I'm not quite so sure to take it seriously, even if it might be their overall goal. I think the end state of this is pretty clear. Eventually, they're going to come to a point where they're going to stop bombing. They're probably going to level the vast majority of the infrastructure. I think the vast majority of the population will remain inside of Gaza. Actually, I don't think a large refugee settlement will come out of it, simply because the Egyptians control the only other border and they're not going to let it happen. And that's when you get to the whole end state of insurgency, that's when they're going to beg us and the EU to come in and peacekeep Gaza City. They're going to have to deal with whatever comes next. I mean, obviously, I'm saying hell no to all of that, including this, by the way, because it's outrageous and it would have a detrimental impact on overall U.S. security. So they can want whatever they want, and I'm certain that there are elements of the Netanyahu cabinet. But I still fall, Crystal, on the fact is that they're trying to just punish the hell out of the population, and they're trying to kill. Or let's put it two ways. Punishing the population is secondary aim number 2. Killing Hamas is supposedly aim number 1. They're willing to accomplish 1 and 2 at the same time, but just not really willing to care and pulling the trigger based on 10-20% type of intelligence, which I know you're talking quite a bit about in your monologue. But I still think there's a big difference between that and supposed ethnic cleansing and or genocide.
Well,
these words do mean something.
It's very clear that their goal is ethnic cleansing.
Well, some of the cabinet's goal is ethnic cleansing. That's
Bibi Netanyahu's goal is ethnic cleansing. Now, will they accomplish that goal? That depends on the U.S. That depends on the U.S. That depends on Egypt. Is that their goal? I don't think you can deny it at this point. That is clearly their goal. Now, we can quibble over whether or not it's a genocide. I think based on the international definition and based on Israeli scholars of the Holocaust who've looked at it.
But don't believe your lying eyes, right?
If you don't like those words, you can certainly say indiscriminate killing of civilians. I'm breaking down this report from 972 magazine, but just to give you a preview of it, when we talk about, okay, their goal is to kill Hamas, no, their number one goal is to put a quote unquote shock into the civilian population and hope that they're going to somehow turn on Hamas. We can already see that has failed.
That's not going to happen. That's psychotic.
Has already only increased support for Hamas. It's only going to increase. These are the comments from the Secretary of Defense. Radicalization and support for terror and violent resistance within the Gaza Strip. So in any case, it's important to keep an eye on what they actually want to accomplish, because these Bibi is a savvy negotiator. He is a savvy politician. He thinks he can work over Joe Biden, who he says he's known for 40 years and who is, aging and frail and doesn't have all his wits about him.
I mean, that's obviously true.
Correct.
I mean.
He thinks he can manipulate U.S. public opinion, which he also has been very effective at doing as well. So I don't think it's so preposterous to put it off the table that some version of his ideal plan could actually come to fruition.
Hey guys, if you like that video, go to breakingpoints.com, become a premium subscriber, and help us build the best.
All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's been crazy. But I am streaming tomorrow. The plan is to stream tomorrow, like my schedule says. Day stream, my long day stream, and then my evening stream. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.